Hey y'all, what's up? It's Friday, so I'm gonna keep it black, but I'm gonna keep it brief. I believe I've got a little bit of a word on my heart today. Last week, in Nashville, a white nationalist group called the Patriot Front marched on downtown Nashville calling for the mass deportation of all non-white people. I'm so sick of y'all. What is the Patriot Front, you ask? A conglomerate of whiny white men who believe that they are entitled to privilege and have a right to absolute power in this country because damn all that one nation under God and all men were created equal bullshit. Absolute power is what their ancestors were really fighting for. Proclaiming that democracy has failed and a corrupt, ruthless, global and tyrannical elite has usurped democracy and turned it into a weapon first to enslave and then replace you. Right on! No! They mean that for the whites. Wait, see, that's what really chaps my khakis, what really jams my Glock, if you will. Because this mantra of theirs could have been stripped directly off the lips of any seminal black American writer, civil rights activist, or political thought leader that literally had to earn that type of lexicon through blood, sweat, and tears, who had to purchase access to that kind of vocabulary, traversing landmines, blocking inroads to higher education for Negroes in this country, travailing against the dehumanization and violence the English language brought them in the first place, all at a cost that white men would never even begin to know. And it enrages me that they would dare utter such a mockery of the generational trauma that is imprinted on my DNA. And that is exactly the point. During this era of political upheaval as the empire inches closer to its climax, conservatives have clung to inverting the language of oppressed people, weaponizing it with the backing of legislative members of Congress, justices on the Supreme Court, and whoever the fuck threatened us last week with the possibility of a bloody revolution. And in doing so, they've lost the rhetorical plot that they've been clinging to, allowing hypocrisy to take the lead and ensure they prevail in the country's denouement. Because how you gonna take a stand against criminality since black people were invented and then turn around and proudly vote for a man convicted of 34 counts? Or bitch and moan about the dangers of exposing queer folks to children and turn around and uplift a literal pedophile. And speaking of pedophiles, the Patriot Front made a name for themselves when they tried to start a riot at a pride event in Idaho in 2022. But do you know the FBI investigation that took place afterwards revealed that one of these people, raging against the sexual deviancy of the queer community, was in possession of child pornography himself and was actively pursuing an underage girl? And as somebody who believes in Jesus, this is where these Christians gonna lose me every time, because you couldn't love, live, and lead like Christ if you wanted to. The kids can't learn real deal black history, but Louisiana done mandated the 10 Commandments be displayed in schools. Oklahoma done mandated Bible history, the latter citing its substantial influence on our nation's founders and the foundational principles of our Constitution, knowing damn well there wasn't no God in this God and country, and that white men are the gods you speak of when you say God and country. I keep telling y'all gonna be sorry when y'all get to them gates. You gotta explain to God why you was down here using his name in vain. So successful in indoctrinating your version of the word into our societal fabric that you had our great-great aunties out here making us go cut a switch because we said what the heck when whole time the real blasphemers was on massing them talking about God intended for us to be slaves, that we were unclean, their illegitimate tales of the curse of Ham, and that God simply don't love us as much as he loves white people, and if we be good, maybe one day we can make it to the gates too. We are not stupid, and we're sick of it. And I'm telling y'all, it is our keen understanding of what's really going on right now that's driving us crazy. And again, that's intentional. Having us tossing and turning in our sleep at night, begging our non-voting brothers and sisters to get off the ledge. Our anxiety, playing 50, 11,000 scenarios of what could happen after the election on our leaderboard, and all of us meant to knock you off your square, but I need you to focus. Are these people out here wilding? Yeah. Are they dangerous? Yes, but as much as danger is real, you have to remember that fear is not, because fear will not save you, only your action will. He who holds the narrative holds the power, and if you allow them to draw you into a narrative that you are hopeless, then you will be. That democracy is out of reach, then it will be. Just remember, it is not your turn to make your move yet, and that you must be tactical when you do. You don't want a two-party system? I get it, but you will never have a chance at one if you choose to stand on rhetoric on November 5th instead of standing on business.